Nesk is probably one of the greatest players that's ever played this game.
Jonas cannot see a single thing as Nesk gets 2 more on the board here.
He's extraordinarily accurate, also incredibly smart, and he can just exploit every weakness that you show at him.
Nesk has found himself with 3 different situations. There's the man above, though, as he takes care of the first, pulls himself back 15 seconds, goes for the second, catches him as he pulls away. Cleaned up in laundry, and now it's 10 seconds. He finds it as well. Not allowed to do that, Nesk.
There's no limit to what he can accomplish if he's given the right amount of tools.
The smoke's being tossed in. That actually gives the cover away, but Nesk, he just peeks the hatch as well. Canadian, he goes down the C4. Nesk, you Terminator!
Being able to exploit the weaknesses of other players who are the best in their field at what they do is an extraordinarily strong ability to have.
In the lobby, he's a goddamn terror.
But the problem is there's no one above. Nesk finds Bolo. Merc, you can't stop him if he doesn't come down the stairs. There you go. That's 4 for Nesk. Can he find a fifth? Yes, he can, Des. That is the ace from Nesk.
The story of Nesk is so fabled.
Again, Nesk being just overly active here. He gets 1 kill and he will not get it. He gets another though on the Uke. He's going to come around. It looks like Nesk will get a double kill on the He's going to get a 4K!
Like a lot of esports' most feral and ferocious fraggers, André Nesk Oliveira was born and raised in the FPS-adoring escarpments of Brazil. Unlike the majority of his countrymen, however, he didn't get his start in Counter-Strike or Crossfire, he got it in Battlefield.
They dog it down on me.
Revolution down. Oh, down, bravo.
Now, he did play Counter-Strike. In fact, he played everything. 1.6, Go, FIFA, H1Z1, hell, even Osu. But it was in Battlefield that Nesk cut his teeth as a competitor.
Nesk coming back up by Ice Cream. Will be able to get that first entry frag.
By the end of 2015, he and his compatriots on INTZ, including several future Siege stars such as Julio, were making a mark internationally. They even managed to make their way to the grand finals of ESL 1 Winter.
The defuse, they're trying to get onto the site, but look at this. Wag is even going to be able to defend this. Goes in for the spray, and he's going to be able to protect the site. He's going to be able to protect the explosion, and he's going to be able to get the game for Infamous. The bomb explodes. It's a 3-1 victory on our final map, and it's a 3-0 victory in this best of 5.
Unfortunately, in a staggeringly close series, Nesk and his teammates fell painfully short of victory. Similarly unfortunate was the fact that by 2016, Battlefield was really starting to crumble as an esport. Before long, Nesk began honing his mechanics in other, more prolific shooters such as CS, Black Ops 3, and eventually Siege.
O cenário do Battlefield ele ia acabar, né? Se não me engano, a DICE lá não ia mais investir num cenário competitivo. E o Siege estava vindo com um cenário nacional, né? No próprio Brasil. Isso me agradou muito no começo. Então eu fiquei uns 3 meses jogando CS e depois, com o tempo, eles acabaram precisando que eu voltasse porque um jogador do time acabou se afastando também. Aí eu tive que meio que vir pra um tapa-buraco assim e tal, e aí acabei gostando do jogo assim e ingressei firme. Comecei a me dedicar, gastar mais de 12 horas por dia jogando e treinando.
By spring 2016, several of Nesk's teammates had hopped over to Siege full-time, and having stayed on with INTZ, were making waves in Brazil's competitive scene. Midway through the year, Nesk joined them, and in no time, he began wowing people.
Temos o Narrated na frente, olha só o Nesk, pode dar cara no Prefire, que bela eliminação do Nesk. Ainda tem um jogador na esquerda dele, o One pode conseguir pegar essa kill, vamos ver quem vai levar melhor, ele que fechou o pixel, o One vai tentando rushar, a gente vai vendo agora novamente, bem posicionado mais uma vez, TZ tentando alcançar, olha o Narrated, vai achar. Que balaço do Nesk em cima do Narrated, conseguiu ter uma ótima visão. Vão ter 2 jogadores na frente, o Wick vai querer dar cara, e esse aqui é o problema. Não, ele foi pra trás da parede. E olha só no Prefire, que bela kill! Eles vão conseguindo pegar mais alguns jogadores.
By 2017, Latin America had its own pro league, and Nesk got the chance to play for Black Dragons. On that team, he not only placed first in the regional standings, but began cementing himself as one impossibly talented fragger.
Now Nesk is here inside of the main hallway. So he's going to peek on around and grab the head of Baraz, taking him down for the count. Nesk is nuts today. Jeez Louise.
Nesk and the way he plays the game just so well. Like really in your face, not afraid to push you. You know, go, go, go. I'm in your face. I'm running up your main stairs, and I'm just killing the whole entire team.
I mean, if we think about Nesk for a second, that's going to be Nesk again!
Nesk was basically the living, breathing embodiment of Brazilian siege. He was rowdy, rambunctious, and unremittingly aggressive. He took his region's famous ferociousness, multiplied it, and brought it to Rainbow in a big way.
I think Nesk is a very flashy player, and I think, yeah, you kind of see the bright lights and that kind of thing with the way he plays, sure. I think what gets ignored is the fact that when Nesk is in situations on his own, he still excels. And people look at it and say, okay, well, you've got 3 people droning him in. Okay, you've got people feeding him information on defense. He's able to take that and use it really effectively. But when he's in his own element, all on his lonesome, he still thrives in that environment. And I think that is the real show of skill in terms of what Nesk is capable of.
He's got the Valkyrie cameras in place to determine if they're going to go in for the plant. He's listening. You do have Habana. That's Nesk coming up from behind. He's looking for the shots, and he will dome Wesker down. Again, Nesk being just overly active here on the attacking squad here for Black Dragons. Now Baraz is going to be inside of that storage room, inside of that connector. Nesk is looking up behind him, though, where Choi's going to be coming around for the flank, but he's got his back turned to it. With the smoke grenades coming out, that's going to allow Nesk to progress even further into the site. And as Lion tries to be aggressive, coming on out of the connector, Yuke will get him down. Troy's going to be on his side. He gets 1 kill, and he will not get it. He gets another, though, on the Yuke. He's going to come around. It looks like Nesk will get a double kill on the He's going to get a 4K! Look at that from Black Dragon's Nesk!
Thanks in large part to Nesk's earth-shattering individual play, Black Dragons made the Year 2 Season 1 Pro League Finals in Katowice, where they faced off against the European, Fabian and Pengu-led superpower that was Penta. Needless to say, it was a massacre.
And now he's got about 40 health and 4 members of Penta to deal with. This is not going to bid well for him. And Zig will go down by the hipfire from Pengu. Map number 1 goes to Penta Sports. And last minute alive is going to be Dioigoi. He can save this. He just needs to play his cards right. This is going to be up to Penta altogether to try to be very aggressive, go out for the push as one of his teammates will go to stop the diffuser. Now that is 1 kill. Dioigoi knows that it's happening here. He's got to go for the shot, but he cannot get it. We will have Penta win this round. They are now going up 3-0. They've got 45 seconds now. They know where he's at. They are going to collapse on him at the same time. Some ghost shots going to come in. You're going to see a dual peek here. They're going to say, look for the corners. Going to go 1, 2, 3. They're going to go for the shots, and he misses 1. He's now going to look for the side, but he gets it. And now it's going to be Fabian getting the win for his team. This is the grand final of champions. Penta's going to have time to get the diffuser down, and we are going to see Penta win this all. They are the world champions right now for Season 1.
Still, the seed that was Nesk's emerging unbridled aggression had been planted. His roster might have been bopped, but it quickly became apparent that in the right circumstances and with the right support system, Nesk could be the best player in the world.
And in which case you can't really get Monty to push in further into the door. He'll be crossfired.
Yeah, you know what? It's where there's the 4K coming out from Nesk.
Unfortunately for Nesk, those conditions weren't quite presenting themselves. Despite being acquired by BRK Esports shortly after Katowice, that team proved incapable of finding the synergy that would net them wins either within Brazil or abroad.
Can he get it? He's got to move in. This could be the clutch of the century here. Shuttle. He's got 3 seconds to go. He can't find him. No, Claymore. It's going to be Elevate winning this round. They're going to the grand finals.
But in spite of their inconsistency, they showed tremendous potential. So much so, in fact, that after barely qualifying for the 6 Invitational at the start of 2018, Nesk and his teammates signed with one of the biggest orgs to enter Siege's rapidly growing esports scene, Liquid.
Foi graças a Liquid que eu ainda tô competindo, porque quando um pouco antes de eu receber a proposta da Liquid, minha esposa ela acabou engravidando. E aí eu ia ter que parar de jogar, porque a gente não era... o salário da época não era o suficiente pra eu conseguir ajudar a manter minha filha e minha esposa. Então eu falei, pô, vou ter que começar a trabalhar. Aí foi quando veio a proposta da Liquid, então basicamente a Liquid na minha vida significou tudo, porque se não fosse por eles, talvez eu não estaria aqui hoje.
As for Liquid's debut at the Invitational, well, let's just say that it didn't go very well.
It's all up to Yuke. He's coming in to push, but inside a cafeteria sees Rizraz. Rizraz gets it, the Aussies do it, and APAC will make it to the quarterfinals.
What just happened? Mindfreak just beat Team Liquid.
Despite coming in as feisty hopefuls, Liquid put up a painfully lackluster performance and weren't even able to get out of groups.
Então acho que um dos grandes motivos é a gente acabou performando muito mal, tendo um desempenho muito mal. E sempre tinha esse fator de, tipo, depois desse campeonato, a gente acabar tendo que trocar de line, trocar os jogadores. Isso meio que atrapalhava, assim, porque era difícil você criar um entrosamento de muito tempo.
Ironically, at that very tournament, during the upcoming season's reveal panel, Liquid got their answer.
Some enemies are invisible. But the CBRN threat unit is Rainbow's shield against those enemies that can kill you with a single drop of blood.
Lion was an attacker whose gadget made defenders essentially susceptible to wall hacks unless they stood perfectly still during executes. And his addition leveled up Brazilian Siege like never before. As for Liquid, they went from aggro to literal demons.
And it looks like it's a full stack up on this skylight window to try and get a plant under cover of smoke. Nesk will get the entry frag onto Leven, who is playing by Cocktail. Sexy Cake gonna get an ADS kill. You don't see that often from Sexy Cake onto Yogurt, so that's Cocktail completely defanged. Hicks, though, from the flank will get one. Bullet and Nesk twice again will secure the round, and Liquid, all vaulting through the skylight, managed to get a nice swift attack victory.
Brazilian/Latin American meta is the most aggressive, period. They take fights more often than anybody else. They have some of probably the best mechanically skilled players in any region. And because they are so aggressive, that a lot of teams that aren't used to that, they don't know how to handle it. You just feel like you're getting overrun. You're being bombarded, and you can't fight against them because they're gonna out-aim you. You can't out-peek them because you don't know where they're coming from.
They will do so. Now Nesk just walks right up. Oh, 2 for Nesk. We're on match point. It's a trade as Renshiro goes to Zig, and Yogurt is last alive. An unenviable position. He sees one all the way out, but Sexy Cake will finish it. A 5-0.
Team Liquid made it all the way to the grand finals of Pro League Season 7, where they got a rematch against the masterful, methodical, and, since strengthened, Penta. It was a battle for the ages, brains against brawn. The thing is, at first, it wasn't a battle at all.
And now a 3v2, I'll make that a 3v1 as PSK is down on the floor. 16 seconds though left, and 15 seconds left. Unable to drop here. Nesk bit the wishful thinking there with a shotgun, and Penta, round 4 on the board.
And then, just as it looked as if Liquid would take a second beating against Siege's European overlords, they turned the Jets on.
But they are going to focus a little bit on downstairs first. They want to see what they're going to have to deal with. And looks like a complete downstairs push here for Bathroom. Team Liquid are going to get a lot more aggressive than expected here. Wow. Spot the leg of the smoke. There we go. Get him. Yes, Nesk will take him out. Liquid are running away with this here. As now all the hatches are going to get open. Jonas and Kanto, though, getting a kill each as they're using the top of the service to their advantage. Finally, Nesk will land the headshot on Kanto as he's very low on health. 3v2, and the diffuser has not been set just yet. Nesk will not see the drop. And does he see the player that moved away? Where are you going, Pengu? Jonas playing from the top side. His Bullet taking down Pengu all on Jonas, and this is working. The rush play from Liquid has been perfected. And Penta did not expect this one here as the diffuser is down, and Bullet will take down Jonas. What a fantastic bit of execution.
It's a super enjoyable play to watch. The Brazilian, because they're so aggressive and they take so many risks, and it's very fast, so there's always action. Whereas G2 is notoriously known for being very boring to watch because they play so good but so strict that you're sitting there just waiting for someone to walk into their line of sight and get shot, right?
Oh no, the push from Liquid in the back. Pengu will get taken down as Sexy Cake rushes in, and there's still more Candelas being shot in. Jonas cannot see a single thing as Nesk gets 2 more on the board here. What a play. It seems like Liquid realized we can't go from the front. We'll go in the back. Bullet with a team kill, but you know what? He'll get one more on Kanto. At least avenge his fallen comrade. Fabian, last man alive with no C4 to play with. He's got to push up very close here to win the fight against Bullet. He'll take down at least one player. Sexy Cake low in health. He'll set up on the outside by the yellow stairs. PSK again just punch tiny holes open here to shoot through, as there's only basically a couple spots that Fabian can penetrate from. Get the kill. PSK will save the round. Round 3 will go the way of Team Liquid.
Round after round, Nesk's roaring cries and rambunctious rushes led his roster to success until finally it happened.
Tension mounts, but Nesk cuts it with a knife on the Cantor Raketti. Welcome to the jungle, Penta Sports. That's the first kill, and even Jonas is down. 2 technical kills here for Team Liquid. Maybe Jonas can be picked up, but his position is precarious. Sexy Cake peeks, but Bolt will get the kill on Goga. Here's the cleanup from Sexy Cake. 2 alive. Penguin Fabian. Is this the downfall? In the making. Fabian, last man alive. The in-game leader on the Lion. He'll have to roar. OP is lying here to fight 5. Good luck, Fabian. Everybody from Team Liquid concentrating their efforts. You see everybody, every single one of the players here concentrating on the one kill that they need. Have they run out? Yes, they will. Liquid, they win. Latin America, Penta goes down.
Coming out of Atlantic City, Liquid were on top of the world. Not only had they become the first Latin American team to win an international title, they'd made a true, undeniable dent in Penta's dynasty. The single greatest roster Rainbow had ever seen. But as soon as the following season kicked off, Ubisoft introduced Pick Ban into competitive, all but wiping the undeniably overpowered Lion from the face of Pro League. People expected that this would nerf Liquid, they didn't expect it to ruin them. From winning Pro League to failing to make it out of groups at the Paris Major, Liquid fell on hard times. But somehow, in spite of Liquid's tumultuous results, Nesk continued to put up stellar statistics, cementing himself as Siege's hardest, nuttiest carry.
Foi Nesk! Vem pra cá, Nesk!
Unfortunately, come the new year, Liquid's performance continued to fall flat.
This could be it. Empire to the semifinals, or Liquid staving off an elimination. Going for a rotate down 90 are both Sexy Cake and Paula trying to challenge, and Paula will go down. Sexy Cake last alive, inside a fountain, point blank range. He'll down off 1. It's just Scyther left alone alive on AC with the diffuser down on his window. Drone watching, constantly pinging. 30 HP Sexy Cake right up against the window. He's running out of time. He's gonna bait it out. No, he's sticking on for a little bit longer. 2 seconds, Scyther just needs to jump in and shoot, and Scyther will get it at the very last second!
In spite of their occasional spurts of brilliance, Liquid underperformed domestically, failed to qualify for a major, and missed out on 2 consecutive Pro League finals. And then somehow, they made it to the finals of a DreamHack before trouncing everyone in sight at OGA Pit.
The smoke's being tossed in. That actually gives the cover away, but Nesk, he just peeks the hatch as well. Canadian, he goes down the C4. Nesk, you Terminator! And Team Liquid, they've been flawless the entire tournament. And what a way to finish out a flawless round. Pack your bags, boys. You're going to Canada.
And yet, come the 2020 Invitational that they'd worked so hard to qualify for, Liquid didn't just collapse, they never got off the ground.
That Nitro Toss will be affected by the air jab. We can see M-King gets the final kill, and then all that will be for to do is Bullet to move in, disable the diffuser. He's got all the time in the world, and MIBR will win 2-0 and head into the playoffs.
A gente, eu particularmente falo, não foi uma derrota tão dura, eu não senti tanto assim. Obviamente a gente ficou triste por perder, porém a gente sabe que no ano retrasado a NiP enfrentou a mesma coisa, então a gente meio que sentiu o que eles estavam sentindo. É difícil você ficar em alto nível, então, e ainda mais contra um time que joga muito bem. Então a gente sabe que, tipo, pra gente ter ganhado aquilo ali, a gente tinha que estar 100% do tempo e não dar uma brecha sequer pra eles, que senão eles iam, obviamente, ganhar do jeito que foi. Então, é uma partida muito difícil.
Genuinely almost feel emotional myself over Nesk there, because he played so ridiculously well
The worst part is that with the rival Brazilian squad Ninjas in Pajamas making it all the way to the finals, Liquid were being outclassed by their own region. No one doubted that Nesk was world class. The question was whether that would ever be enough to win a championship. And lo and behold, Liquid leveled up. With COVID moving everything online, Liquid were forced to lick their wounds at home, where they spent the next year securing not only a slew of top 3 finishes, but also a sorely needed major win.
And this really puts the pressure on them as Nesk peeks out. It's all going wrong, Tim. We're in a 4v2. Team 1 might be out of the major as they get shut down by Palu. As Liquid are crowned the champions of the 6th major. They've done it. They've came, they've seen, and they have conquered, Tim.
Going into the 2021 Invitational, LATAM looked stronger than ever. Liquid wanted to be the ones to take home their region's first world title, and despite falling into the loser bracket early on, made the run of a lifetime. And Nesk, oh lord, did this man dominate.
Very quick push into the lobby right here, and there they go to take care of it with a Gone 6. The cover is there from Nesk on the window, and the plants will go down. There's only 1 second left on that. There's no way they can stop that.
Well, the diffuser's planted. Lucan at least gets Moringa on suicide, but Nesk has a freebie. Dropped on the hatch, doubles up, and just kind of hangs around. Waits. PSK in the meantime going for a big rotate around the back of admin, but don't worry, man. Nesk has got it. One more for his tally, and he's hopped over to the other side for one more, and one more! And Nesk with an ace!
All the way from the window, every single kill!
Nesk has found himself with 3 different situations. There's the man above, though, as he takes care of the first, pulls himself back 15 seconds, goes for the second, catches him as he pulls away! Cleaned up in laundry, and now it's 10 seconds, he finds it as well, Nesk!
No way, you're not allowed to do that, Nesk!
Well, if he just kept himself locked in the corner, there might not be anything for the Jackal to pick up. Nesk gets a kill onto Gio, Nesk gets another onto Achieved. This is turning into the Nesk show, Des, as he gets another double here. We've got 15 kills on the scoreboard for him. Bolo finds one onto Moringa, shuts him down. Calm down, Bolo. Don't go taking pop shots at Merc. They can see each other. Merc's holding the angle. He's cutting off the rotate from Library Stairs, but the problem is there's no one above. Nesk finds Bolo. Merc, you can't stop him if he doesn't come down the stairs. There you go. That's 4 for Nesk. Can he find a fifth? Yes, he can, Des. That is the ace from Nesk.
Thanks in part to Nesk's sheer animalistic ownage, Liquid clawed a path all the way to the grand finals, where they faced off against Ninjas in Pajamas in a bloody best-of-5 barn burner that will no doubt go down in history as one of the greats.
Palu and PSK. The game of the P's sees a longer angle, does connect it onto Muzi, gets a second. That's what you want coming out of Nesk. A C4 comes up from Pino elsewhere and brings down the support in Sexy Kate. Those 2 frags removed from the board, 2 still remain on Palu. And I think here in NIP spot 3 versus 4, you're starting to feel a little bit nervy. A 2 versus 4. Nesk goes big with a triple kill. That's what you want in round number 10. Has got to find one more. Pino, the last man left alive. If anyone can do this, it's going to be him. But a 1 versus 4 is a very, very tall mountain to climb.
Rotating back up the solarium stairs, but Palu's got an angle, Des. There you go, the kill comes in. He was on the bathroom window. He knew exactly where the man was coming from, and that's going to be Team Liquid taking our second map of Chalet. Native now, Sexy Cake is just constantly throwing those Toxic Babe canisters into the default plant spot. They try to rush into site, Des. Nesk finds Kamikaze, but Pino gets his 4th. Can it be an ace? Nesk is on a fraction of health. He finds Pino. He won't have it the time. Nesk wins out again. How?
Despite being on the brink of defeat for 3 straight maps, Nesk and his teammates rallied round after round until finally the tank was empty and they simply had nothing left to give.
Has diffuser in hand. He finds the shots, but Palu cannot find the kill. Out comes the Nitro. Shot out by Pino. That is the round in 2020. Brazilian hearts were broken, but like a phoenix, NIP rise from the ashes to claim the hammer at the 6th Invitational 2021.
And honestly, it didn't matter that Nesk wasn't able to close the deal. If he and his teammates were going to fall short of anyone, they'd rather it be to their Brazilian brethren. What's more, the individual performance he put up didn't just harken to the Nesk of old, it surpassed it.
He's been in the scene for so long, and he's been consistently at the top of his region, and now, you know, Liquid's putting their name in the dirt for the whole entire global, you know, rank of dominance, essentially. You know, getting second at invites, no small feat at all.
Coming out of the event, it was clear. No matter how brightly the limelight had begun to shine on Siege's newest superstars, Brazil's greatest bruiser wasn't going anywhere.
Cara, eu sinto que, tipo, hoje eu jogo melhor do que eu jogava antes. Até porque, como ele falou, tem outros jogadores que aumentaram o nível, né? Tipo, o nível meio que do cenário mundial e nacionalmente aqui também aumentou. Então, a gente tá sempre em constante evolução. Então, eu meio que, tipo, hoje eu acho que eu tô... Cara, eu tô bem melhor do que eu jogava naquele tempo que a galera me considerava no auge. Eu acho que o meu auge de hoje é bem melhor que o daquele. Eu sinto isso em mim, sinto o jeito que eu jogo, a mecânica que eu tô jogando, o jeito que eu tô jogando hoje. Eu sinto que eu jogo 10 vezes melhor que eu jogava antes. Então, cara, eu acho que essa dedicação, esses treinos que eu venho tendo, a força de vontade que eu venho querendo melhorar, foi o que me fez chegar até aqui e, se Deus quiser aí, né, permanecer por muito mais tempo aí.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring that notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.